guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarabelle. Merry Christmas to all of my subscribers that are Christians, and for those that are non-Christians, I hope you enjoy the long holiday. Happy holidays from me to yours. In today's video, I'm really going to be talking about how to reconnect to life and have a blissful life. For us to live a blissful life, we have to change our mindset and the way that we think and the things that we do to help us reconnect to life and really enjoy life. Life is beautiful, but we as human beings make life complicated sometimes. So the things I'm going to be sharing today would help us prepare ourselves to change our mindset and to live a better life moving forward in 2024. What is really keeping a lot of us from living a life of bliss or living the best version of our lives? Because we are carrying so much bitterness from the past. Some of us are carrying bitterness from the trauma that we experienced as a child, and your willingness to forgive the past, maybe from your father not being present in your mother's life, from what your father did to your mom, or for what your mom did to your father. You carry this trauma, and these things are actually preventing you from living the best version of your life because you're unwilling to forgive the past and reconnect to life. But the unwillingness to forgive the past will actually prevent you from enjoying and reconnecting to the future. So you need to learn to forgive your past, forgive your childhood trauma. You know, a lot of people were abandoned by their parents. A lot of people, even in relationship, a lot of people have been disappointed in their relationships. You know, you gave your heart to a man and you find out that he's probably living with another woman, abandoned you and left you for another woman, and you're stuck in this, oh, I am not going to trust any man, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to be in any relationship, I'm just going to be single. Life is too short, my darling. You don't want to continue to dwell in that past breakup, past relationship, failed relationship, failed friendship. Forgive yourself today. Give yourself the permission to enjoy life. Give yourself the permission to reconnect to life and have a bliss. Another thing that it could be preventing you from not living the life of bliss is accountability. The biggest lessons I've learned this year is, for you to become the best version of yourself, you must hold yourself accountable for the things, the actions and decisions that you're making in your life. You are responsible for your decisions. You're responsible for your life decision. It will help you make better decisions and help you see the mistakes, and it will help you prevent those mistakes in the near future. Holding yourself accountable is one of the best things that will ever happen to you. It's for you to live the best version of your life and become more self-aware and taking responsibilities for your action. It will make you live a life of bliss, because at that point you make decisions not based on what people tell you, but what you think would work for your life. Another thing I always like to do every year is to look inwardly, self-reflection. Self-reflection not only for yourself, for your life and where you're going to be today, tomorrow. If you self-reflect, you find out that it will help you see where you are at life and where you want to be. One of the things I've learned this year is to hold myself accountable and to self-reflect. What are those things that I'm doing in my life that even our character, we might think that we are perfect, and you're wondering why you can't keep or hold one friendship, because you need to watch your character. It might just be that maybe that you're not a loyal friend, maybe that you're such a gossip, you're too quick to be angry, you're not a good listener, you are very extremely very sensitive. There's nothing wrong in being sensitive, but you're extremely very sensitive, you're not compassionate. And the only way we can do that is to self-reflect and ask ourselves, why am I losing so much friends? Why am I losing relationships? Why can't I keep a healthy romantic relationship? Maybe you are too masculine, maybe you're not feminine enough. Maybe you need to tone down that masculine energy and just enjoy your femininity. Maybe that's one thing you should do. So self-reflect. How can I build healthier relationships in 2024? And these are just ways that I have reflected and I'm working on myself. If you want better friendships, you need to also work on being a better person. so that you can attract and keep healthy relationships. So another thing that I think that you could do to reconnect and live a life of bliss is to set boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Boundaries are actually not to be mean, but it's to protect you. Setting boundaries help you build trust, respect, and safety in a relationship, because once you have those boundaries, your friends know not to cross that line, your co-workers know not to cross that line, because you already set the boundary. If you don't set these boundaries, it's going to lead to resentment, it's going to lead to hurt, it's going to lead to burnout. You're going to find yourself saying yes, but deep inside you know that you meant to say no, but because you've not set the boundary, it leads to burnout. You're going to be living your life for people, giving people access to your life that are not even worth giving access to. Even a relationship, it helps you build self-respect, help build your confidence level. So setting boundaries are very important if you really want to live a life of bliss, a life of peace, a life to enjoy. You need to learn to set boundaries. Another way to live a blissful life is to surround yourself with friends that understands your value and that respects your values and your beliefs. If you constantly surround yourself with people that don't, respect your values and belief, you will be disrespecting yourself and always bowing to what they believe in. You will not be able to stand that. Let's say, for instance, you're a very family-oriented person and you have friends that don't see family the way you see family. You constantly clash with those people because they will make you, maybe the way you would resolve conflicts might be different from the way they resolve conflicts, and the way you act, they could look at it like, you're such a dummy, you're such a weakling for you to tolerate this person, you're such a weakling for allowing this, you're such a this, because you understand how to resolve conflicts, how to have a blissful marriage, and they don't see it. They don't see those values and beliefs as something that they would do, and they will constantly try to maneuver you to do the opposite. So you need to choose friends that understand and respect your values. I see why people believe that Christians should marry Christians and Muslims should marry Muslims, because they are both intertwined. They understand their beliefs and their value, and they must make sure that they respect that. It is more complicated. It takes a very, very mature person to be able to marry a Christian and a Muslim, and both of you would understand and respect those values. It's harder to keep those values. Not saying that it can't be done, but better relationships are built with people that understand and respect those values. If you have friends that do opposite of what you don't do, as long as they respect that, yeah, you can still keep them, because you can't not say, because this person goes to club, this person cannot be my friend, because that person could be one of your best friends. But as long as that person understands and respects and not condescend your values and your beliefs, yes, keep such friends. Being empathetic is very important in friendship. Oh, I understand why my friend is like this, because that's what she knows, and I respect her for that. The fact that I can't act like the way she does doesn't mean that she's a weakling, or the fact that he doesn't act the way that I do doesn't mean that he's a weakling. It's just being more empathetic to understanding and respecting those people's values. It promotes healthier relationship, so you're not constantly compromising your values to please such people, because that way you will not be yourself, be the best version of yourself, and you're not going to live a life of bliss. Finally, for me today, the most important one, which I should have said this in the beginning, is find ways to love yourself. When you love yourself, it overflows and other people can benefit from that. Put yourself first next year. It's not selfish. It is important. The moment I started constantly giving back to myself, I can tell you how much it has reduced anger, bitterness, because nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. So self-love is very important. I feel like in 2024 you need to practice self-love. Give back to yourself. reconnect with yourself. Loving yourself makes you walk away from things that is not deserving or that does not add value to your life. Loving yourself enough, doesn't even allow you engage in things that you shouldn't engage, because you know your worth and what you deserve. Loving yourself means that you're not going to stay in a very toxic and disrespectful relationship, because you know that you deserve better. You love yourself to walk away instead of sticking yourself and being stuck in an unhealthy relationship, whether romantic, whether friendships. Self-love, just knowing that you are enough, you are good. Without anybody in your life, you are good. If you don't give back to yourself, you constantly find yourself complaining, bitter, unhappy. But when you fuel yourself with love, there are ways that you even take actions. There are things that don't trigger you, because the things that don't trigger you, because you just love yourself enough not to engage yourself in things that would trigger you or things that would make you act out of character. You love yourself enough to walk out of that situation, because you know that it's not worth your time, it's not worth your space. It's because you truly love yourself. You're not looking around searching for who to love you. You are comfortable in your space, you are enough. Everyone around you would feel the love because it will overflow, that everyone will benefit from it. So love yourself, love yourself. I can't even say that. Practice self-love every day. Put yourself first in 2024. And at this note, I have come to the end of my video. But I hope that this video, you find it very informative and find it very impactful, because that's the end goal for me. I want to impact as we all learn and grow together, because as I'm talking about these things, I'm also talking to myself. So don't feel like I'm telling you, because this is just part of my journey to becoming a better person, and I want to carry you, all of my friends, with me so that we can live a life of bliss. Like I always do at the end of my video, you are loved, you are special, you are kind, you are valuable. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Merry Christmas. Bye.